Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first stream of the semester. Kansas and Kansas State are in a
I'm gonna go shirtless.
great game.
TOS.
How much time's left? 7:28. Kansas State led for the majority of the first half. Kansas was playing. Kansas was playing very sloppy. Loose ball picked up by Kansas State, and they're going to put it back for two. And they will take the lead back 61-59. Naquan Tomlin with the bucket. And Kansas will go to work on offense. Grady Dick pulls a three. Cannot knock it down. Bro, I was hooping yesterday.
In the second game.
I was hooping yesterday.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, what a pass inside. Blocked by Grady Dick. He comes back and gets two hands on the ball. Kansas kicks it to the corner. Here's a three. No good.
That was all ball.
Kansas State gets it back.
And ball don't lie.
Oh, I never actually something.
Oh, you guys would be so cute together. It was when I was doing laundry, it was the baddest.
Bro, there was a damn bat in the teeter laundry room.
No,
In the laundry room of our dorm, there was literally a bat. Like a bat.
Baddest trick I've ever seen in the laundry. Like, I actually did.
Real. My phone says there's 3 viewers in here, but my computer says there's 0.
I'll add a viewer.
Alright, Jalen Wilson at the line for 2 shots for Kansas. First free throw is good. 61-60. Bro, they got one of my least favorite announcers, Boog Sciambi. Tonight, Jalen Wilson has been carrying the Kansas offense. He has 25, and Kansas is 12-0 when he gets over 20. So, make that 26 with the made free throw. 5 minutes and change to go. I love the undertime slobber. When's the next bracketology? I want to go out tomorrow.
Where are you gonna call you?
Probably at like an 8 seed. I looked at CBS's bracketology, and they had IU at like a last 4 in, like play-in.
I thought they had the last 4 out.
They were, or maybe that's what they were on ESPN.
It was first 4. It was first 4 out.
I look at CBS. I think CBS is better than ESPN's. But I looked at some of the teams that had above IU, and IU was better than a lot of teams that had above them. Like, hold on, I'll just look. Like, I know I'm real critical of IU.
Where
But
are you gonna have Purdue at?
a 1 seed probably.
Boston. UNC.
Let's see, UNC about to beat Boston College. Texas and Iowa State Iowa State's up by 1 with less than a minute to go in the half. Tennessee's up by 4 on Mississippi State with 6 minutes to go. Hold on. I'm gonna check. Okay. Kansas State at the line shooting 2. Okay, so they had IU at a 12 seed play-in, okay? 12 seed play-in. But, like, some of the teams that they have ahead of them with, like, very similar records, like, IU's 12-6. They have Pitt at 12-6. IU's better than Pitt.
It's pretty good.
IU's better than Pitt, I will say. Here, nah, I'll talk about this at commercial, but Kansas State makes both free throws and takes the lead back. Here is Kansas with the ball. Harris gonna drive, draws the double team, kicks it out for a corner 3, no good, it rims out. Johnson grabs the rebound, and Kansas State's gonna go quickly the other way. And now they're gonna drop it back and try to slow down the pace. Now they're going to drive. Keontae Johnson goes to the rack. He makes the basket, and he gets fouled. and one puts Kansas State up 2 scores with 5:17 to go. Okay, but okay. IU has basically the same record as Wisconsin, and they have Wisconsin at an 8 and IU at a 12. They have Oklahoma higher. Oklahoma is not better than IU. They have Boise State. Boise State's not better than IU. Maryland, no. I don't know. Johnson makes his free throw, and the lead is 5 for the Wildcats. 9-2 run in the last 3 minutes for Kansas State. Here's Wilson trying to do it himself. Floater on the baseline is no good, but he gets fouled on the way up. They have UNC. IU's 11-6. UNC's 12-6. IU destroyed UNC, but no, they have them. They have Iowa ahead.
Well, actually, UNC was really hurt.
IU played Iowa on the road without 2 starters and should have won and only lost by 2. But Wilson makes his first free throw. 62-66. San Diego State is not better. Baylor's been playing like that. I can see why they would have Baylor ahead, though. Wilson makes them both, and the lead is now back to 3. Okay. They have Wilson on Keontae Johnson. Johnson backing it in. Fadeaway. Air balls it. Leaves it way short. Harris comes down with the rebound. They have a 4-on-3 the other way. Bounce pass to Grady Dick, who goes up and is going to put it home. And it is back to a 1-point game. That's the thing about Kansas. They like to run out and fast break. DeJuan Harris tonight, 3 points, 10 assists. That's looking like me yesterday. Them 10 assists. We hooped at the rec. Now it's just racking up assists. Here's Johnson going on Wilson again. He gets blocked this time. Scramble for the rebound. Kansas State fighting for it. And they're going to get a foul on Grady Dick reaching for the loose ball. With 4:14 to go in the game. Yeah, DeJuan Harris, true floor general. You need a good floor general on your team. First free throw for Kansas State is no good. Naquan Tomlin misses his first. Kansas State about to be in like the top 7 if they win this.
Yep.
Second free. Tomlin makes his second free throw. 67-65. This sellout crowd in Manhattan, Kansas making a lot of noise. It's Wilson again with the ball, driving baseline, spinning around, kicking it to the corner, and the pass is picked off. Noel picks off the pass, and Kansas State will take over again on offense. Marquise Noel only 2 points, but he does have 3 steals. Noel gives it inside to Johnson. Wilson on him in the post. Draws a double team. Gets tied up, gets out of it, and kicks it back out. 5 to shoot for Kansas State. They're way back behind. Tomlin drives, kicks it out. Pump fake. Goes up, air balls, and that is going to be a shot clock violation. And that'll bring us to the under 4 media timeout. 2-point game. Crazy stuff. What's it called? David Bartolini, our friend. We have a bunch of nicknames for him, but the newest one is Snack Cardellini. Nah, that's funny. Oh man. I'm not a Kansas fan. I honestly don't really like Kansas. I would rather see Kansas State win this game.
I have a better time when I was with Kansas.
You've been to Kansas?
Yes.
I don't think I've been to Kansas.
Good.
Lake Central's currently playing the worst team in the state of Indiana. Lowell. Lowell is horrible. They were winless last year.
Good.
I remember when we would play baseball in Lowell, their field was in the middle of, basically Lowell's in the middle of nowhere, but their field was basically, it was weird. It was like the road was like up here, and then you had like walk like down in this like ditch, and they had this big open area where they just had a baseball field, like the middle of the woods. And they had like a rubber mound. Like you couldn't wear, they wouldn't let you wear cleats on this like adjustable rubber mound. They made you wear gym shoes, and everyone would just slip off the mound. It's so annoying. I'm surprised Kansas State. Yeah, Kansas State. I do not think would be very good this year, but Keontae Johnson's really been carrying this team on his back, really. And they've been beating some good teams. And you know they're going to bring it against their biggest rival no matter how good or bad they are. Rivalry game's always going to be an intense, close game. Most passionate... Bro, they literally have Purdue as a more passionate college basketball fan base than IU. That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
I mean, just look at means. That's crazy.
Compared to me? What are you talking about? Talk about how, well, we watched the Purdue game yesterday, and you didn't. Me. They have Purdue as first in the Big Ten. They have IU as second. Michigan State third. Rutgers 4. Then Wisconsin, then Illinois, then Maryland, Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State. It would be nice to see Kansas State have a deep run in March. I can't remember the last time they made the Final Four. They made the Elite Eight that one the year UMBC won. They were like a 9 seed, and then they beat UMBC, and then they like beat Kentucky and made it to the Elite Eight or something. They were like a 10 seed and made it to the Elite Eight. Thoughts on Providence? I don't really know much about Providence, but they have a good record and have been beating some good teams. Guess what they have as the most passionate fan base in each conference? So Big 12 is Kansas. Big East is Xavier. ACC, they have Syracuse for best fan base. SEC, they have Auburn, and not... I guess all Kentucky basketball fans are just like fake fans. Kentucky basketball fans are just like Alabama football fans. I remember kids to be in the Elite Eight 2018. Oh, and in 2009. Alright. KU with the ball down 2. Grady Dick drives, gets tripped up. He is fouled. We're not going to talk about how bro's name is Grady Dick. He tore up IU, though. When IU played Kansas at Kansas, yeah, they got their ass whooped. Tennessee's going to lose to Mississippi State. Real. I know they played Mississippi State earlier in the year and beat them by like 40. Like, that's not even kidding. But they're winning. They're up 64-55. You're going to lose. Alabama and Vanderbilt are tied with 7 minutes left in the first, 22-22. Grady Dick makes both free throws to tie. Is he a freshman? I'm pretty sure he is. Seven ties, 3 lead changes. The largest lead of the game was Kansas State up by 14. Kansas quickly closed that near the end of the first half. Then Kansas State got out to a lead in the second half. Grady, okay. Kansas State just drive. Grady Dick flopped on the floor trying to get a foul, looking like Alex Bond. Remember that? When Bond just flopped on the floor like a fish? We were playing basketball yesterday, and Bond literally acted like he died. Kansas drives inside. Layup doesn't go, but he did get hit on the head, so that will be a foul. Are you watching Gotham, Chuck?
Yeah, because you spoiled the ending.
Well, I thought you had already seen it. Kansas State is a 2. I don't know if they're a 2 seed, but if they win, they would be in 2 seed territory, I guess. KJ Adams at the free throw line for Kansas. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. 69-68. All right, Kansas State. Both these teams have shot pretty well from the free throw line today. Keontae Johnson, top of the key, drives on Wilson. Has it knocked out of his hands. Harris comes away with it, gets it up to Dick. Goes up. Does not get it to go, but he is fouled on the way up. Ah, damn it, I screwed up the scoreboard. This is an MLB and a bad MLB announcer at that. Alright. First free throw is good. Grady Dick ties it at 69. My God. Kids will find a way to win. Kansas has become so good at close games. They're coming back in the second half. That is true. They take the lead by 1, 70-69. Grady Dick has 16 points and is 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Alright, so Kansas State will look to set up an offensive play here. Kansas running man. Harris, good defense. Now Wilson switches onto the ball handler. Now they pass it out. 8. Sills drives, pump fakes, goes up, gets fouled. So he will have 2 shots. Minute 43 to go now. Bro, how is Clemson 19? They beat Duke. Well, so has everyone. They lost to Loyola Chicago. Loyola's not that great anymore. They don't have their coach. They had a real good coach, and they don't have their coach. They also lost to South Carolina and to Iowa. Well, you guys show you. Alright. Desai Sills at the free throw line. Makes his first to tie the game. Sills comes off the bench. He averages like 8 points a game, they said. He had 10 in the first like 5 minutes of the game. And they've just kept him out there because he's been hot. I think he's close to 20 right now. Second free throw. No good. So the game will remain tied. Both teams in the bonus plus, so any foul is going to put someone on the line for 2. Harris with the ball, top of the key, crosses over, passes it out, top of the key. Wilson has it. Now back to Harris on the wing. Minute and a half to go. Lobs it inside. Mismatch, and Kansas State comes over the ball. They have a 3-on-1. Sills the other way, lays it up, and in. Wildcats by 2. Kansas had a mismatch in the paint. Kansas State got caught with a mismatch in the paint, but Sills just comes away and just takes the ball and just runs the other way with it. Timeout, Kansas. Which team do you think is a bigger surprise so far, Kansas State or Clemson? I would say definitely Kansas State. I think I'm equally surprised that they are ranked. Those are two teams I didn't think they would be ranked. But Kansas State's been playing, I think, a lot better than Clemson has. Clemson, I don't really think should be ranked. Like, I don't know. I just don't think they have very many good wins. They have a win against Duke, which I guess is pretty good. But, like, they lost to Loyola, and they lost to South Carolina.
I mean, that's a rivalry.
And they lost to Iowa. I don't know. I just don't think they're that great. Thoughts on Texas? They're definitely a really good team. They're an experienced team. They're a real tough team to beat. They're 15-2. Only teams that have beaten them are Illinois and the only teams that beat them were Illinois and Kansas State. So yeah, they're a real tough team. Comes to rear because recently they've been hot and somehow can't lose. However, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very impressed. There are teams that I definitely think are better. I'm not saying IU deserves to be ranked, but IU is a better team than Clemson. IU does not deserve to be ranked, but I would, if IU played Clemson, I would pick IU. Speaking of the ACC, I can't believe how bad Louisville is. Yeah, I don't even know what's wrong with them. They are just horrifically bad. It's because Devin left. Louisville may not even win one game the whole ACC. They'll win one game. I think they'll find a way to win one. They were beating UNC for a while. They're too focusing on stealing Purdue's football coach.
We believe cannabis oil was the other holy oil in the Bible. Our position is if Jesus.
All right, minute left. Kansas down by 2. Dick with the ball, top of the key, goes to the wing, pump fakes, is double team, gets it to Wilson. Wilson drives inside, throws up a wild shot, does not go, but he is fouled. It's going to be a blocking foul on the floor by Keontae Johnson. Wilson on the line for 2. His first one is good. Oh, this game is bonkers. 57 seconds to go. Second free throw for Jalen Wilson is good. We are all even at 72. Jalen Wilson has a 30 bomb this game. All right. Kansas State working it around. It's Keontae Johnson in the post on Jalen Wilson. He turns around. He pump fakes. He goes up. Ball bounces off the rim. No good. Put back. No good. Wilson has a rebound, but Johnson takes it away. They can't get out. Here's a 3. No good. Rebound fought for. On the ground, it's loose. Kansas State diving for it. Now it rolls out of bounds. It is off of Kansas State. And the Jayhawks will have the last possession of regulation with the shot clock turned off. Man, they had that? When he dove on the ground, why did he not just hold on to it? He just didn't grab it. Grady Dick reaches for it, but he doesn't touch it. You think Xavier's legit a Final Four threat? I don't know about Final Four threat. They're a good team, but I don't know if they're a Final Four threat. When I saw IU play them, they were good, but they were not Final Four good, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe they are. They've been rolling. They lost to IU, Duke, and Gonzaga all in November. And then they didn't lose in December. And they haven't lost in January so far. So I don't know. Johnny, what play you drawing up here with 23 seconds?
Well, they don't have Zach Edey, so I don't know what you can even do.
They have a Jalen Will. They have a Grady Dick.
See, front runner national player of the year.
This is why people don't like you.
People love him.
I wish you would mention that you were a Purdue fan in our sport media and society class.
I mean,
I wish you would.
and then I would be like, how many of you guys are gonna have a job in 5 years? I'll shut them up. How the fuck? What was that
Was what?
on your story?
It was a little thing we were doing. Just chill out. I put Yabba Dabba Doo Doodle Navy.
You want to say Lemiki or something?
No. It was like, what's one thing that comes to mind when you see this picture? It was like a picture of LeBron James. That's what someone put. All right, Kansas gets it in. They have a timeout if they want to just run a set from half court. 18 seconds. I'd imagine they try to run their play with about 7. 12 seconds. DeJuan Harris at the top of the key with the ball. He gets a screen. Now he gives it up. Oh, almost stolen. Ball's out. Kansas State has it. 4 seconds. They're going the other way. Layup. No good. Wilson grabs the rebound. 1 second. Harris puts it up from 3/4 court. It is no good. And we are going to overtime. Kansas State stole the ball at the top of the key.
There's enough time to like hold it and let the play develop.
Tama gets it. Keontae Johnson goes up and just misses the layup. Jesus, man. Overtime in Manhattan, Kansas. TCU against Georgia. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Who do you think takes this one in overtime?
Kansas State.
That was crazy, bro. Nah, Keontae Johnson went up anticipating contact, and the guy didn't touch him, so it threw off his shot. Damn. This game's bonkers. Oh, I didn't even realize overtime started. I was too busy looking on my phone. Desi Sills drove in and got fouled, so he'll be shooting 2 from the line. 4:46 to go. All right, Sills makes both his free throws. He has 24 tonight. Sorry, 22 tonight. All right, Wilson now with the ball. Johnson knocks it away for a second. Now he kicks it out to Dick. Dick gets a screen. Now Clemens comes off the screen, goes up and lays it in. All even at 74. Jalen Wilson looks to be slow to get up at the end. Okay, so Jalen Wilson goes for a rebound, gets after a made shot, and then lands awkwardly on his leg. And Kansas State's getting ready to go the other way, and then they stop the clock. But what the announcers are saying is you don't have to stop the clock for an injured player unless he's in harm's way. So I don't know. So Wilson's still out there. Looks like he'll be all right. Layup for Kansas State does not go. There's a foul. What do you think about that?
That's crazy.
You don't care.
I'm waiting till it gets to the good stuff.
First free throw for K-State is good.
Who the fuck is this? Oh.
Second free throw is good. A lot of free throws in this game, and both teams have been pretty good from the line. Harris. Now Wilson, driving around the edge. Goes up wildly with the layup. It is good, and a foul. High off the glass, bounces around, finds the hoop, and gets fouled. He'll have a chance to go to the line and give the Jayhawks the lead. And one free throw, bounces around and falls. Jayhawks with their first lead of overtime. 3:44. 33 points tonight for Jalen Wilson.
Oh, look at that. I got a twirl.
Alright. Sills top of the key. He's going to drive inside. Pass to the corner is knocked out of bounds by Dick. You look sleepy. You sleepy?
Yeah, wake up at 8 a.m.
You have class at 8 a.m.?
That was Gen Quan.
Gen
Gen Quan.
Is it Gen?
It's Gen.
Gen Quan. Best English
She
131.
gave me a 30%.
Best-
She's not my favorite no more.
Best English 131 professor at IU. Can't believe Bond is taking that one media class that I had to take.
Hmm?
Really, Bond is has to take that one media class.
What's a Billy Bond?
I said Bond is taking that one
I heard
media.
Billy Bond. Like,
Well,
who the
you're
fuck is this goof? What the fuck are you talking
Just take it over the summer at IU Northwest. Or what's the closest?
You can just take it at Ivy Tech.
Alright, Ivy.
Oh, you
I
can
don't,
just take
I
it
don't really
once.
know what the difference is
Oh, that's some shade.
between IU Northwest and Ivy Tech.
That's some shade. Well, actually, those are.
Or wouldn't like IU Kokomo be the closest to you?
Yeah, probably.
What's her name's from Kokomo? I don't know if I told you that.
Virgin.
You could tell Stream if you want.
Did she text you back?
No.
Oh, bitch.
Ball State student section going bonkers after beating Western Michigan. I just said, damn, no one was there.
Michigan has 6.
7 on the shot clock for Kansas State. Johnson backing it down, kicks it outside. Here's a drive. And another foul. These refs, I'm not even lying, are calling some soft fouls. There have been so many fouls in this game. Bro, look at the fucking sorority recruitment fucking building, bro. That it's just all fucking white
They
girls.
all look the exact same.
They all. Alright,
I'm saying that in a racist way.
Kansas State makes both free throws. They're back up 1.
I hope
Hey, the girls in sorority recruitment aren't getting to watch this game, so they're lost.
they're too busy.
Herder kicks it to DeJuan Harris on the wing. Harris walks it inside, kicks it to the corner. Dick for 3. No good. Rebound Kansas State. And they will slow the tempo with 3 minutes. Kansas only shooting 5 of 26 from 3. Kansas State 7 of 17. Sills drives inside, kicks it out. Here's another drive. Up and under. Layup, no good. Gets his rebound. Now he has it knocked out of his hands. Dick takes it. And Harris will have it near midcourt. 2:30 to go in overtime. Harris gets a screen. He's going to drive to the right. Goes underneath the backside. Kicks it outside to Wilson. Here's a 3. Bang! Jalen Wilson from downtown. He has 38 points today. 36, sorry. Jalen Wilson, ladies and gentlemen. Legacy game. Here's Tomlin gonna drive. His layup, wild, no good. Battle for the rebound. Kansas State has it. And he throws it to the defense. Harris comes it the other way. Absolute dot to the defense. Minute 48. Harris with the ball top of the key. He gets a screen. He's looking. Wilson for 3 again. No good. Rebound Kansas State.
Dude, why does he just want to drive it? He's just driving and doing these whack ass shots.
Did he get fouled?
Yes.
Minute 31 to go. And it looks like Grady Dick has just fouled out. Yeah, no more Grady Dick. He fouled out with 16 points. So Kansas State the student section is doing the left, right, left. Wearing a signed jersey is crazy. I'm sorry. Who wears a signed jersey, bro? I'm sorry, that's crazy.
What else are you supposed to do?
Hang it up and just look at it.
What are you talking about? It's a sign jersey?
Yeah,
I would wear a sweater on this one. What?
never mind.
So,
See,
You know how every streamer has their like thing they say, like every broadcaster, what's your thing?
I don't know.
Like their special little thing, like to the defense or bang.
Absolute dot. To the defense.
See, you need to have your own.
Johnson at the free throw line. He makes his first.
They
79-78.
didn't even bother giving the mascot like a full suit. It's just a head and a dude.
Really? Where at?
Oh, they just showed him, and it was just a dude with a oh,
Second free throw is good. We are tied up at 80. Timeout, Kansas State. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. What is IU at? Like a 7 seed? That's probably where I'll have them. 7 or 8. I actually like the purple, the like light purple Kansas State jerseys with like the dark purple letters. I like those. Yeah, these 2 teams will play again at Allen Field.
no one can win it out in field.
I think Kansas will beat them pretty badly at Allen Fieldhouse, but Kansas State at home is why they're playing so well. Got it. We will probably be seeing Russell Gage. I'm doing great.
He's not gonna do it.
There will definitely be a court storm if Kansas State wins.
Yeah.
You beat the number 2 team in the country. It's also your biggest rival. Kansas will inbound. This guy hasn't touched the court all game, and he's bringing the ball up. I don't know who the hell this guy is. Here's Wilson. He will drive to his right. Johnson goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Instead, he fouls him. That's what I'm saying. Why you letting Jalen Wilson get to his right hand? He has 36 points today. The Quan Tomlin just fouled out. I don't know why he's still on the court. His mop head having it. He's had a good game. 15 points.
That's why I'm fun to
And now, okay, so Kansas and Kansas State both losing a player to fouls. Yeah, I don't think IU is 10, 11, or 12. I'd say 7, 8, or 9. I looked at CBS. There were a lot of teams they had ahead of IU that IU is better than. I'll just say that.
So you lost the.
We can get new ones if we don't end up finding them. Tennessee took down Mississippi State for the 2nd time this year. Here's Wilson at the line for 2. First one is good. He is now 11 of 10 from the free throw line. Second free throw is good. 82-80. $38 points for Wilson, 11 of 12 from the free throw line. That's crazy, bro. 90+%. Oh, Wilson coming from behind. He goes for the steal and gets called for a foul. That's only his 2nd foul, Wilson. He's not a physical player. He doesn't get fouls because he's not physical enough. So now Johnson will go to the line for 2. He is 7 of 7 tonight from the line. Oh, not anymore. He misses his first.
That's big.
Misses his first free throw.
Yeah, I just wondered if you.
Second free throw is good. Splits them at the line. And now Kansas will get the ball up 1. 81-80. Or 82-81. Under a minute now. Kansas State needs a stop here in the worst way. DeJuan Harris with the ball, crossing over, getting a screen. Wilson has it baseline. He will back it down on Sills. Pump fakes, kicks it outside. Thought about a 3, now they'll drop it back. 8 to shoot for Kansas. Wilson takes it from the logo, drills it, but Bill Self calls a timeout before he can get the shot off. Bro, he hit the shot as he called the timeout. Bro, Wilson had it, and Bill Self's running a call timeout. You got a guy with 38 points lining up for a 3 that would basically seal the game. Why are you calling a timeout to just set up a play with 4 seconds? I don't get that. I don't understand why they... That's like icing your kicker, bro. What do you think, Johnny?
Well, I guess maybe the shot clock was winding down.
Yeah, but the shot clock doesn't reset when you call a timeout.
I know, but he wanted to have a play set up because from what it seemed, it was like either he takes a long 3 or they won't have enough time for an actual play. See, they're all spread out. He didn't expect he would drill that. He's like, fuck.
That's your best player with an open
Quincy, that's
3.
why you're not a coach. You can't just rely on like, oh, he'll make a fucking 3 from half court. He's our best player. But like, when it's a 1-point game, you can't risk a 3 that's just gonna get missed.
Oh, he drilled that shit.
Yeah, but you didn't know that.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what you're gonna draw up in 4 seconds that's gonna be better than an open 3.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
See, you have to know.
Here's the moves that starts. Bro, Mop Boy, get off the court. Bro took his time. Kansas looking to inbound. They can't get it in. Now they get it in. Wilson, pump fakes, takes a contested 3 this time, and it doesn't go.
This is it.
Kansas State with the ball. 8-second differential between shot and game clocks. Kansas State will call timeout. See? Now you got a contested 3 instead of a wide open 3.
Yo, Pop. What boys kind of like bank? Maybe you should look at
Not the college Mop Boy that's like working for a college. They don't pay him.
the NBA Mop boys.
Both teams 8-0 this year in games decided by single digits. Well, that undefeated record when in single-digit games is gonna come to an end for one of these teams.
That's impressive. Look, it's literally just a head. Dude.
I don't get why people jingle their keys. But
You don't get it.
your eyes like,
Yeah.
you crying.
No, I think my eye got cut somehow.
Is that an Alex Bond? Is that an Alex Bond? Isn't Bond's name on chess Skymaster?
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, that's an Alex Bond.
You playing chess.
No, I was trying to check. Is there a nail biting emoji now? Probably is. 30 seconds. Kansas gets it in. 8-second differential between shot and game clocks. They throw it inside to Johnson. Alley-oop dunk over Jalen Wilson. And Kansas State leads it by 1. Bro, he put that on his skull.
Oh
17 seconds for Kansas. Top of the key they look. Carter looking for a pass, and Bill Self will call his last timeout. Bro, they lobbed that on Jalen Wilson's skull, bro. On his skull. Boom.
Kansas got too much time, though.
That was a perfect... Bro, he could not have placed that pass any better. Could not have placed that pass any better. 11.7 seconds to go. Kansas State has one timeout if they need it, or if they want to call one after this. Everyone's already forgetting about the national title game. Well, yeah, it was the most forgettable game ever. Freaking TCU got annihilated. Did you see the speech Kirby Smart gave before that game? That was bonkers. It's like, no wonder they lose. All right. 11.7 seconds left. They got to go to Jalen Wilson. He's got 38 points. This place is going crazy. They're 11 seconds away from a week-long party, but Kansas can spoil that right now. They get it in. It's DeJuan Harris at the top of the key with 10 seconds. They're going to try to have him set up a play. 6 seconds. He rolls to his left. Harris drives inside. Has it. Taken out of his hands. Ball's on the ground. K-State has it. And the game is over. Kansas State takes down the Jayhawks, and the fans are coming on the court. Jalen Wilson finishes with 38, but one short of a win. The fans are jumping over the scorers table. Wilson had like 2 guys on him. They just couldn't get it. Harris tried to drive in and kick it out, but he lost the ball. That one guy just got taken to the ground in the middle of the court. DeJuan Harris, what happened? Kansas State gets the win. Wow. If Bill Self didn't call that timeout, they would have won. Bro, player of the game, they say, is Keontae Johnson. 24 points, 8 rebounds. He did have the game-winning dunk, but Jalen Wilson was the best player on the court. You got to make sure the player of the game's from the winning team, though. That's crazy, bro. Everybody is on the court. Game's bonkers. We own this state. Damn. Yeah, that's facts. What a year for Kansas State. They won the Big 12 in football, and they beat Kansas in basketball. Alright. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Great stream, great game. I will see y'all around later. I'm going to try to stream more this semester.